What's up, family? We back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about why paying off collections and charge-offs can actually hurt your score more than help it, and how you can actually improve your personal credit score with a few chess moves to get your best score ever. Let's get right into it. Okay, so in terms of charge-offs and collections, paying them off after they've been dormant on your credit report for months or years can reactivate the account and make it look as if you just became delinquent all over again. This can drop your score the moment the creditor reports that you made a payment on the account. It may lower your debt to income ratio, but don't expect to get an increase in your credit score. If you feel the need to pay off a charge-off or collection account, I'd get something from the creditor and write in to have the account removed from my credit report profile. Some will work with you and some won't. If all else fails, making future payments on time for open accounts will help you as those collections and charge-offs age. Okay, so the first thing you should do before you make any moves on improving your credit situation is to know what is reporting on your credit report. You can obtain a free credit report from all 3 credit bureaus from myannualcreditreport.com. They will give you 1 yearly credit report from each of the 3 bureaus without charging you for the reports. Now, this will not include your credit scores, but it will show you what is currently being reported on your credit. Once you obtain your credit reports, you should immediately start checking for inaccuracies. Believe it or not, if you don't monitor your reports on a monthly basis, they can change rather quickly in a matter of seconds. Second step I would take is to start looking at my highest interest balances and begin chopping those balances down immediately. The higher the interest, the more I can begin saving in fees as the balance decreases. Paying down outstanding balances is a very simple way to start getting your credit score to move in the upward direction. Third step you should always be implementing and raising your credit score is to continuously keep your payments on any debt you incur paid on time. Let me repeat this because you may not think it will affect you, but a late payment will hammer your credit score. So if you have credit cards, personal loans, or bills of any kind, pay them on time. Fourth step to building a strong credit score is by increasing your credit limits on various credit accounts, which can in turn lower your credit utilization ratio. This is the amount of credit you're using compared to your total credit limit. A lower credit utilization ratio can help improve your credit score. This may seem a little weird, but the more credit you have available that you're not using, the better you look to other creditors. This shows them that you can handle your credit without maxing out your limits. So if you go out and use up all of your available credit, you can almost rest assured that your credit score will tank, and applying for other credit lines will most likely result in a denial, plus a new inquiry that could further lower your credit scores. Before we jump into the 5th step of the process, I want to show you what I recommend to monitor all of these steps that I've mentioned so far in this video. SmartCredit is one of the most well-versed platforms that will help you not only monitor your credit report, but also help you make smart adjustments at the click of a button to help you get the best scores on the planet. If you need a blueprint to boost those scores in a matter of days and not 3 to 6 months from now, let me show you just a few features this software has and why I use it. Let me show you why this is one of the most powerful financial tools that you can use to help boost up your credit score. The first feature I want to highlight is called Score Tracker. This basically keeps track of your scores, right? So you'll see your credit score, auto score, insurance score, and hiring risk index. A lot of you guys may not know this, but sometimes you're applying for certain jobs and they will check your credit and deny you the job if your credit is not in good standing. So they want to make sure that you're responsible. You know, some of these higher end jobs. So you can basically track your score with Score Tracker. Another feature that I would like to highlight, show you guys, is Score Builder. Score Builder is going to show you all of your accounts, right? That's the first thing you want to do. You want to be able to take a look at all your credit accounts that are currently reporting on your credit. Score Builder is going to show you what's helping your score and what's hurting your score. This is very important because a lot of times you'll look at your credit report and you won't see exactly what's going on with my credit report. Why is my score so low? With Score Builder, you can zero in on the exact accounts that are hurting your score. The main thing you want to be able to do is take action on the events that are hurting your score. So it's going to show you your creditor, all your credit account information, which actions you need to take on those accounts. If you have any inaccuracies, you can go in here and this will actually send out letters to creditors, not to the credit bureaus, but it's gonna send out letters to the creditors. That's amazing. I don't know if you guys realize that, but that's amazing. It says here you can do fixed credit reporting errors. You can get goodwill corrections, right? Pay off or negotiate small debts, or remove identity theft. That's very important. Identity theft is huge. You guys know this. Let me show you guys the score boost feature. I mentioned this in the previous video, but I want to reiterate this because score boosts will actually show you which accounts I should be paying first. Which account should I be paying first to help boost my score? Like, which accounts are going to be the most important? Which accounts are going to give me the most points for the amount of money that I'm going to pay? Because I've been there before. I know how it is when you're looking at all of your accounts and you're saying, okay, how do I tackle this debt? Or how do I tackle these cards? Or which card should I be paying the most money on to have the maximum impact on my credit score? That's where score boost comes into play. So if you can see here, so if I take this lever here and I decide, okay, how much do I want to pay? It's going to show you how many points I can actually expect my score to increase by how much I decide to pay per account. As you can see, it's showing an Amex account. If I made a payment of $869, it's going to give me back 6 points, and I can see an increase within approximately 20 days here. For the Capital One National account, if I were to pay, it's showing here $4,514.60. That particular account, I should see at least an increase of about 33 points in 31 days. So if I paid $20 over here to Citi, it's only showing a 1 point increase in 29 days. So you literally have a blueprint that you can use to make better decisions when it comes to which account should I pay to help get the maximum score increase. If you're not doing this, if you don't have this, you're kind of like shooting darts in the dark because you don't know, okay, which account should I pay first? Now you have a plan. Now you have a blueprint that you can actually use to boost those accounts up. Last feature I want to mention, with the Smart Credit account, you get $1 million in identity fraud insurance. That's amazing. There's so many tools in here that you guys can tap into to help boost your scores in a matter of days, not several months from now. Once you set up your account, you can actually see what you have to do to start boosting up your score. My good friends over at Smart Credit, they have allowed me to put a discount code down below in the description box that you guys can try a 7-day $1 trial to see if you like the software. And if you decide to keep it, you'll be able to keep the plan at $23.95 monthly. If you go to the website directly without using the link, you'll end up paying more money for it. Make sure you use my link down below in the description box to get tapped in with Smart Credit ASAP. You'll thank me afterwards. The fifth step for making sure your credit score continues to rise is to not close old credit accounts. Closing old accounts can negatively affect your credit score by shortening the length of your credit history. Instead, keep your old accounts open and active. Along the course of my credit journey, I've seen my score drop anywhere from 10 to 25 points just from closing one account. So do your best to keep those oldies active. Here's a bonus tip. Be sure to keep a good credit mix so that you have what I like to call a well-rounded portfolio of credit. Accounts matter in the grand scheme of things when you're applying for certain credit. For instance, I wouldn't advise having a credit history full of small mom and pop personal loan finance companies. Potential creditors such as banks may not extend you credit if you have a profile that's littered with only finance companies. A personal loan can help as a beginner, but be sure to select only the best credit cards that can help add value and impact to your credit scores. If you found this video helpful, make sure to smash that thumbs up button or subscribe if you want to see more valuable content from me in the future. Be sure to get set up with Smart Credit as mentioned earlier. You can get a $1 7-day trial for trying out the service, and it's $23.95 monthly thereafter. Hands down the best financial tool I've used and recommend to make the most strategic moves to get those scores moving up. As always, thanks for tapping back into Bigg Vic TV. Remember, always hustle, never stop growing. Let's go, let's get it, let's eat.